Of English.
Of English, yeah. Hey guys, yeah, this is Günther Fellinger, Jan. I have now a double name because of my marriage, and I'm for NATO, for Austria. It's very important that NATO will be enlarged, and Ukraine must join NATO, and Kosovo must join NATO. Obviously, everybody should join in order to be secure. Our whole system in Europe since '49, since the Americans decided to save and secure us for Soviet expansionism, is built on NATO. So it's so important. And the whole Forum alpbach is built on that idea of American Europe, that we are united and that we are free and secure with NATO. And Austria is to stay neutral and not basically sending weapons to Ukraine and treating the Ukrainians shabbily in Austria, and also then buying still gas from Russia. This is all unacceptable, and it has to change. And hiding under this neutrality is completely immoral, is against solidarity in the European Union, and it's irresponsible in Europe. And that's why NATO is the logical answer. And I know the Austrian politicians don't want to discuss it, but that's why I decided to raise the NATO flag over Alpbach and call again for NATO membership of Austria, of Ukraine, of Bosnia, and obviously of everybody who wants and who should. Yeah? And this is very important because Serb aggression, Russian aggression may not be rewarded. We must confront such aggressive behavior. We must win the war, and that's why I have just lifted the NATO flag at the top of the mountains at the gratlspitz, and also the Ukrainian flag and the Kosovo flag. And I'm a bit exhausted, but soon I will go live on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter, and please support NATO enlargement. It's a force of peace, of security, and of our friendship with America, and it's the cover for the security organization of Europe. And we must also win this debate in America, because if we don't like NATO, how should the Americans stay committed to NATO? And then they vote for Trump, and we have a major disaster. So every country additionally that joins is a proof of the concept, and that's why I campaign for Malta, for Ireland, for Cyprus, and of course for Moldova. Happy Independence Day, and of course for Ukraine, because Ukraine, you see, as long as Russia exists, it will always be a danger for Ukraine, and Ukraine can only be safe once it's in NATO, and we all together defend it. This must be our rationality, and this is also the way to stopping the war. If you want to stop the war, NATO membership of Ukraine is the logical way to do it, because the moment that we promise Ukraine NATO membership, the war is lost politically and also ideologically, because that's what the war is ultimately about the future of Ukraine. Can it join and integrate like Germany into the NATO alliance? Once we say yes, the war is ideologically won, and of course it helps to win it militarily, and for this we need weapons and we need money, and so it's very important that all countries really deliver also weapons, and nobody can hide under neutrality, which was basically only a dirty compromise which we had to do in Austria in order to get rid of the Soviets who were occupying us. And so we really need NATO membership. And I know everybody's afraid of it because nobody explains it in television, but it's necessary to start this, and that's why I'm here today. That's why I was on Gratlspitz, and that's why I'm here above the Congress Center in the home of European Austria, and I call for Austria to join NATO.